Everybody, no matter where you come from, no matter who you are, will suffer from self-doubt at some stage of their life. Now, self-doubt can be introduced when we're trying to take on something new with a challenge, change a career, or starting a new relationship. And that self-doubt presents itself when you're about to engage in activity to move in that particular direction. This little voice inside your head says, "This is a bad idea, don't do it. What are you thinking? This is too much, stick to what you're good at." And that little voice is what I like to call our inner child. Our inner child is us back when we're the age 0 to 7. And during that time we call it our critical period, we're forming a lot of our beliefs and a lot of our behaviours and basically setting the seed for how we see the world. So when that little voice, or little Nathan in my case, would say, "Nathan, we can't do this, we need to stop, just abort, it's all too much." What we need to do is we need to have a strategy to intervene and stop these thoughts or negative thoughts from stacking up on top of each other. So even it sounds really silly and a little bit crazy, but sometimes saying, we're going to be okay here, it's all going to work out, can be just enough to quiet that voice. But an even better strategy to stop those negative thoughts stacking up is to recognise them. Now, if we do an activity where we can actually write down all these different triggers we may have that help us get into those states, and we can create a system to overcome them. So as soon as one thought comes in, you recognise it and know that it can grow to something that puts you off your track. You can say, right, as soon as I start thinking about this, I'm going to go through and talk myself through why I'm doing it, why it excites me, what's the consequences when I go through and actually make these changes to help get you back on track again. So it's not about trying to ignore these things in the back of your head, it's about knowing what they are and then being able to deal with them effectively. So once we can recognise all these key triggers that help set us off and build fear or anger within us, we then have the opportunity to actually put the stop sign up and reframe again. So the worst thing we can do is just lift up the carpet and sweep it under there and hope it doesn't come up again. So this can be not only with your negative self-talk, but different people around you who might trigger certain behaviours in you. So once you recognise a pattern, you can have a strategy around it. So remember, guys, in order to overcome self-doubt, it's about being conscious of what's behind that self-doubt as well, and trying to reframe and have a strategy to overcome that. Hope this